Are you interviewing me?
I am interviewing you. Got me acting all professional.
Ooh, I'm just, I don't know. I'm trying to just wait and see what you're going to ask me. I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide because I'm real with it all.
All I'm saying is just be good and I'll keep it clean.
All right, well, what's really going on?
You know, you always ask other artists, and I've been owing you this interview. I owe you this interview and a few more things, write-ups and things that we fire.
Here you go. Here you go.
He can get all that. That's easy.
Wow.
I'm just saying. But,
okay, can we get some background music or something going?
I am about to move. You want to turn the lights off? What I'm saying is, when you talk to me, what made you jump onto the Breaking the Labels movement?
You know what? Prior to meeting you, me and Sadiq, we were doing the same thing. We didn't come under the guise of breaking the labels. I have an organization called Rap Reform Party. Rap Reform Party. You know what I'm saying? We were reforming the bullshit of the industry. So breaking the labels was just like right on the same wavelength as we were. And after you, like I said, shared the vision with me, man, I'm like, man, this is where I need to be. And it's more importantly, you know, you got a woman that is behind you and walking with you. You know what I'm saying? She's not in front of you or behind you, she's walking with you. So the mission was already out there. We was already doing it. We just capitalized, you know, on the breaking the labels. It sounded better. Breaking the labels is beyond just music.
It really is.
Even when I was over in Iraq, you know, I was breaking labels. I mean, especially Marines, we could have killed a lot more people than we did, but me talking to folks, you know, stopped a lot of the foolishness.
Yeah, and you still do that. You know, I know a lot of people see you talking shit on Facebook. They see me talking shit on Facebook. But I also,
and I mean it.
Yeah, I know you do. And I also recognize, though, that you are a sensible person. And before it gets there, you know, you look for a person to talk to you, talk through the situation before it goes there. And my thing that when I first came into contact with you, and you and I were talking over Facebook.
Yeah.
That's why I was asked. We were talking over Facebook, and we instantly clicked with this breaking the labels thing.
Yeah, we did.
And you shared with me that you had been reading the things that I had written.
Yes.
And I didn't even realize you were reading my stuff. And so, you know, after a couple of days, because, you know, I was working.
Right.
So after a couple of days, I went onto your page and I started checking you out.
Something you never do.
Something I do not do. But it was something about you that made me go out and just really investigate. Who is this dude? What is he talking about? What does he do? Because I'm going to tell you even now, I don't go on people's pages and look at your pictures. I ain't worried about all. I do check the artist to see what's going on, but I don't want to see your pictures. I don't want none of that bullshit. If you ain't promoting your stuff and you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, and because I know you said to me a couple of times, don't let that shit on my page scare you. And I was like, what?
And you know why? You know why I say that now, right?
I do know now, but I didn't know then. But you know, I went on, I started checking you out, and you were my very first write-up for breaking the labels.
Now you telling me that, man. That write-up alone. I mean, people already knew me. But your wording on that blog and
without knowing you, not even knowing you,
was like a spiritual connection. I'm like, man, she took that, and that blog, believe it or not, people started looking at me in another light because everybody know I'm a U.S. Marine. But the way you broke it down, I mean, you just like put all of it like in a gumbo, so New Orleans style gumbo all in one. And just, man, you took me where I needed to go, and you know what I'm saying?
And honestly, even to this day, that write-up that I did on you has gotten the most hits out of any write-up that I've done on anybody in that site. Because I still get the analytics on it, and I see people are still reading that write-up that I did on you.
Well, that's crazy. I'm just so blessed. You know, I thought you was gonna ask me some hard questions. People the stuff that people on Facebook want to know about, like,
you want the messy motherfucking question?
The messy, I heard you're a Freemason, I mean, all that.
Oh, you know what? Well, let's go on and get into it, because Vince, I heard your ass was a Freemason. What is that? And how the hell you gonna be a Freemason doing this breaking the labels thing?
I am that I am. I'm gonna answer that just like that. I mean, everybody knows how we roll. I'm just gonna answer that. I'm a card carrying, I'm sealed, I'm stamped. You know what I mean? I'm affiliated. You know what I'm saying? Cedars of Lebanon, Lodge number 4. So, is that me? Oh, okay. Oh, that mix is off the chain. But yeah, that's what I do. Ain't no shame in my game. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of misinformation that's out there about what we represent, but it is what it is, man. We get it in where we get it in. And yes, you could be touched if necessary. You know, so I'm just gonna put that out like that.
I will say this about you, your brothers in the lodge. Every event since I met them, and these are some humble brothers, every event since I met them, they've come out and supported. And came out there security. I ain't gonna lie, I love them coming to the events doing security, because I felt like, motherfucker, hold on, we can put this shit out here. I know this is your interview, but a motherfucker threatened me. And he was gonna come and hit me with some darts and shit.
Man. Oh my God.
So with your brothers at the door,
they didn't move past that corner. Man. If you notice that, I mean, it was crazy. You know, I had my shout out to Drink City too, because you know, we almost had to take it to the next level. But you know, I had there's an army that you see, and there's also an unseen army that you don't see. And you know, speaking of Freemason, I mean, we're affiliated in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But it's all brotherhood. I want to throw that out.
And I thank all of y'all, because the incident happened with my baby.
Yeah.
And I knew from that, you know, I'm a hothead. And a nigga can whoop my ass, but I'm gonna go down and fight.
Already.
I'm just a hothead. I mean, I was born to survive. I feel like this. Number one, I was made to survive, but I was born to go. So motherfucker, if I got to go whooping your ass, you gonna leave with something on you. So I felt good that it was people in there that had my baby's back. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I had seen that shit, it probably would have went down. I just don't play about mine.
I think more so, and I don't want to get too much into that, but I think more so, people saw me change in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, he was like a little change.
Because I was moving around trying to make sure the event was right. Then for a tad second, I went right into Iraq mode. You know what I'm saying? You know, they already think Marines are fucking crazy.
Oh, you are. But I mean...
And I looked one way, the brothers had already lined up. I turned around, looked at Drink City. They had already had a team lined up. I normally handle shit on my own, but it's always good to have alliances.
But I'm
you get what I'm saying?
But I'm going to tell you, Black Man is the one that gets me.
Oh, man.
That dude is so
that's
calm,
my brother. He rides.
That dude is so calm, cool, collected. It was a couple of times, you know, we had some incidents where he just gave me the eye, like, I'm like, no, we can. He gave you that brother man. He gave you that brother man eye. Yeah, it was that one I told you where my pastor and the minister of music was gonna lay hands on somebody, and the one had the oil, and he looked at the pastor like, "You got me to touch it." It was just one of them looks. So, but.
What's the messy stuff you wanted to ask me real quick?
I'm ready to get into a little messy shit right now.
I like that background.
And I don't know, just like your song, your verbal pimping and good times. What's up with you and all these damn women on Facebook?
Now here you go.
Yes. What's up with
you want to know about the songs, or you want to know about? I
can't. Don't get that made on me. What's up with you and all these women on Facebook?
Oh. I'm gonna say it like this: a woman is Then she gonna cut the music off. A woman is attracted to power.
I thought you was about to say a woman is a trick. I was about to kick this table.
And then you got a lot of married women. Is that too messy? A lot of married women. I hope your goddamn husband is listening. You got a lot of married women. That's all up in your ass. I'm just gonna put it that way.
Sometimes I ain't gonna speak for all of them. I'm gonna speak for my side of it. I promise you, man, I never try to get at the females. It's all in this verbal pimping game. It's all about being chose. I offer some counseling You know, something like that.
Coming to the
I mean, I can't help because he got married and got lazy.
shameless.
I can't help because he got married and got lazy. I mean, I'm wrong, but hey, it is what it is.
So in essence, you're doing their job.
The job that they should have continued to do. To them do his part. Don't get lazy now that you done the vows. Because you're gonna find a few more like us that will fix that problem.
Well, since we
Hey man, hey, tell a boss lady to edit this out.
tell boss lady keep all that. Besides that, we aired that shit on the radio. But since we being some messy motherfuckers, you be putting shit on my page.
Yes.
And I be putting shit on your page.
Yes, you do.
You want to tell everybody what that's about?
I mean, the funny part about it, people they digging for information instead of trying to sign
Nosy
up.
motherfuckers.
Instead of trying to sign up for these shows, they actually think me and you fucking.
Exactly.
They really think that.
Are we fucking this?
Come on, man. Hey, we got kids here.
Hey, you said you was ready for it to get messy. I'm just saying.
I mean,
motherfuckers who is
I'm gonna answer that like this.
Why you over there?
I'm gonna answer that like this. God is good.
Political.
I'm gonna answer it like this. God is good all the time, and I believe it.
All the
Leave it
time,
at that.
God is good. Sucker Free Ministries in the house.
Nah, but
And I'm the pastor's aide.
I mean, I think I'll be a good. I mean, if I was serious about doing something, man, I get at you in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I put the smash down. Ask about me.
Well, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl.
Oh man, you got boot over there taping, man. You up here lying on camera, man.
I am not lying. I'm a good girl. I'm a sweetheart. And I hope my mama listening because she can vouch for me.
Mama, I just stopped by. I was selling cookies for the church.
Sucker Free Ministries, and he is the pastor.
No, I mean, to answer your question, I mean, I like surrounding myself around professional women. The women that you even see me.
I do agree with you.
I don't talk to no trash. Everybody you even see me talking to is model status. But there was a time where I was just looking at you just because you look good. Nowadays, that don't fly with me no more. You know, I done been there, done that. You have to look good and have a good mindset to go with it. Otherwise, I'll just get a half decent one that her mindset just make the whole beauty just really come out. So it's, I mean.
So is that why you would get at me?
I mean, I ain't gonna front, man. I mean, you got the whole package. You got the package. But we gonna pray on it. We're gonna see what God leads us.
But yes, we are gonna pray on that because you and I argue too much.
Entirely too much.
And I think that if we ever got together, it would be a fight. You know, like it would really be a fight. You know,
and I'm not even hands-on.
Close the baby's ears real quick. You know them people who fucking fight, like, you know, it would be some shit like that. Like, we would have to fight just so we can make up type stuff going on.
But the makeup, I'm sure they also be on some real shit, man. Vince get it in, man. I mean, Vince get it in.
Well, let's stop talking shit. You know, the table right here, Buddha filming.
Man, you got this man laughing on camera, man.
Let me put the right music on.
I'm just saying.
No, it is. Boy, the DJ is a damn fool, man.
The music is slaying.
You better stop.
Little boy, turn the lights out, little boy. Turn the lights out.
Fire, turn the light out. Turn the lights off, little boy.
Man, you are
You got
wild.
stuff blowing on the wall.
Y'all cut it out, man.
How you want to do it then?
Y'all cut it out.
Fast or slow?
I mean, either way, I'm gonna be in control.
You're like Patrick.
That ain't even no hot. Them days. Hey, to all my Facebook female friends, she's playing. Y'all.
No, she ain't.
Oh man, what's up?
I have a poll.
713-728-2500.